Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on Prizepicks. Today I'm going into my 3 favorite plays in the NBA for Tuesday. And we got 4 games of hoops tonight. And that might not sound like a lot, but guys, these are some really good games. So, going into this slate, we got Pacers, Knicks, Clippers, Rockets, Mavericks, Suns, and then to cap us off, Spurs, Lakers. So, all great games. We're going to talk about them, but first up, do me a favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. So go ahead and do that. And now let's talk about the recap. I show this every single day. How have we been doing the last couple days on this channel? And guys, we've been crushing. So I'll show you guys what happened on the Super Bowl. This was insane. I sent out all these plays to the VIP members. We just had a 10-unit play. It was on the Seahawks on the money line. We cashed that one out with ease. Seahawks minus 4.5 we cashed. Over was the only play we missed. And then I sent out 4 player props, and every single one of them cashed with ease. So we are ridiculously hot in the VIP on Monday. The reason I can't really say what happened is because I'm recording this as some of the games are still going on. Arizona's right now in a very close game. We did take them to beat Kansas. We'll see how that one goes. But a lot of the other plays are looking good. At a bare minimum, we will probably break even on Monday. But coming after that Sunday, it's going absolutely crazy in the VIP. And guys, you can get in for 30 days, which by the way usually costs $175. You can get in for completely free. And all you have to do is follow these steps. Use code BAM on Chalkboard or on Prizepicks, and you will get a free month of VIP picks. All you got to do, use code BAM when you sign up, start deposit, start playing, do whatever you want, and text me a screenshot to this number right here. Once you guys do that, I'll text you back and I'll get you in the free 30 days. So free VIP for an entire month. And if we don't hit, you'll literally get an extra bonus month. That is how confident I am with these plays. You guys just saw what we did on the Super Bowl, guys. We simply don't miss. It's discipline, it's smart betting, and it's using algorithms that I go and I research every single day to come and just spoon feed you guys the best plays. Now, Chalkboard's giving you guys LeBron at 1 point for tonight. So even if you're not trying to get the VIP, do yourself a favor, sign up on Chalkboard. Get LeBron at 1 point. It's available in all of these states right here, so a ton of good states. You're available to get LeBron at 1 point and just make some extra money. So make sure you're on there. Sign up with code BAM on Chalkboard. Sign up with code BAM on Prizepicks. Now, let's talk about the 3 player props we're going into for today. And we're starting it off with one man right up here, Devin Booker. So he's going up against the Dallas Mavericks here. And in this one, I mean, it's just such a great play. So Devin Booker had a pretty decent injury for the last couple weeks, and he just recently came back here against the 76ers. He was out for 2 weeks between, you can see these timestamps, between January 23rd was his last game, and recently he's just played February the 7th. He played again against the Sixers, went for 30 points and assists. And in this play, we're taking Devin Booker on the over at 28.5 points plus assists. So if we look at Book's entire season, he's hitting this at a 67% clip, which is super, super solid. If you can hit bets, by the way, guys, if you can hit your bets at a 53% rate or higher, just on taking plain straight plays, you're going to make money in the long run. 53% is actually all you need to make money. Well, I say that with a grain of salt. 53% and a lot of discipline is what you need to make money. If you're going and betting stupid things, you're not going to make money that way. But Devin Booker's hitting this at a 67% clip, which is super profitable on that end, and he's hit in 7 of the last 10 games. The few games that he missed, he's been pretty close here, literally 28, and he needed 28.5, so very, very close. And in the last 3 games, he hasn't missed this prop at all. And now, we talk about one of the best things going for Devin Booker here. He's going up against the Mavericks, and the Mavericks are not a great team. In fact, they're one of the teams trying to lose, which now it feels like a third of the NBA is trying to lose. But the Dallas Mavericks are one of those teams, and if we look at their defensive stats, they're actually bottom 10 in points allowed, and they're below average in assists allowed too. So this Dallas Mavericks team is not one of the best. Cooper Flag is great, yeah, but the rest of the team, not so much, right? If we look at the head-to-head, he's actually cashed this against the Mavericks twice in 2025. And the only times he missed here was in 2024, which really is too far away to consider that into our calculus for this game. So Devin Booker here at 28.5, we like it a lot on the over. Now, moving into play number 2. Scrolling down to the next play here, it's Kawhi Leonard, and we're actually fading him. We're taking Kawhi Leonard on the under at 42.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Now, the reason we're doing this, Kawhi Leonard has been cold. When it comes to hitting 42 PRA, which is A huge line, by the way. Let's not undersell this. 42.5 points, rebounds, assists is it's a mammoth feat to get that in an NBA game. Kawhi Leonard has only hit that twice in his last 10 games. His last 20 games, he's gone under at 70% of those games. So it's clear that this kind of game where Kawhi gets 43 plus PRA is a pop-off game. Now, you're going to say, well, maybe Kawhi Leonard's having an increased role post-trade deadline, right? James Harden's no longer on the team. Yeah, sure, Kawhi Leonard's going to have a few more extra possessions. But need I remind you, this Clippers team has more than just those guys, right? They just brought in Ben Mathurin. Dunn's all right. John Collins, Brook Lopez is their starting. And their injuries, yeah, Bradley Beal, Darius Garland, we saw that. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not like a ton of their team is injured. It's not like Kawhi's going to have to put up 40 minutes this game. And Kawhi having a couple hot games recently is actually the reason why this line is so high. If he hadn't popped here for 47 and 51 points, rebounds, assists in his last couple of games, this line would not be anywhere near this high. So he's shown us that over the long stretch of time, my average, where I usually get to, it's around that 37-38 mark. Well, in the last couple of games, he's got 10 over that. He's been popping off, right? 2 games in a row. We know the long-term wins out. In the long term, in the last 8 games before he had this streak, his average was literally around 38, maybe even less, 38, 37, 36. Now his line is up at 42.5. The books are clearly trying to get you guys to bet the over because he's a hot player. Yeah, sure. He's had a couple good games against literally the Sacramento Kings, one of the worst defenses in basketball. He's not going up against a chump defense now. He's playing the Houston freaking Rockets. Top 4 defense in points allowed. 110 per game, by the way. That's insane. Top 2 defense in rebounds. Top 2 defense in assists. This is potentially the best defense in all of basketball. They're right up there with the Pistons. They're right up there with the Thunder. They're right up there with the Spurs. Those defenses are absolutely elite. And Kawhi Leonard right here, in these last couple games, he's not been playing defenses that elite. He's been playing a slumping Timberwolves team. They actually got themselves out of the slump last night against the Hawks. And then the Kings. We know the Kings are terrible, right? So Kawhi Leonard's been hot. He's been playing bad teams. Over the long stretch of time, he's been going on the under. Against a great team here in the Houston Rockets, he's been going on the under. If we look at just Kawhi Leonard when he plays the Rockets, he had a pop-off game. Yeah, it happens. He's a star player. He's going to have pop-off games. Against the Rockets in December, literally a couple weeks before that, he went under. A little before that, he went under again. So this is a great defense. And yeah, Kawhi's a great player, but this line is simply too high. Now, moving into play number 3, it's Jose Alvarado. Now, Jose Alvarado here, we're taking him on the over at 10.5 points plus assists. So here it is, 10.5 points plus assists, and we like Jose Alvarado here a lot. Now, there is one main thing we got to say. There's not much data to back this play up because he hasn't been a New York Knick for very long. If we look at the last couple games, he's played 1 game as a New York Knick. That was against the Boston Celtics, and he cashed this line. He had 12 points. He had it on points alone, and he got 2 assists to boot as well. Now, the reason I like Jose here is because he's simply a hustle player. Hard worker, and against a Pacers team that is actively trying to lose. This Pacers team should be trying to lose. Their pick is top 4 protected and, well, bottom 20 protected. Really, their pick is top 4 protected. That's what matters, right? So what that means is the Pacers get their own first-round pick if it lands at the top 4 or higher. Now, if they want to maximize those odds, they need to be as bad as possible for these next couple months. The Pacers need to be horrible, and they are going to try to do that. On the other hand, the Knicks are not trying to do that. The Knicks are trying to win. They think they can win a championship this year, and sure, Jose Alvarado is going to get more minutes when it's a blowout. Now, if you got a team that's going to win, wants to win, versus a team that wants to actively lose, this team is going to win every single time. Almost every single time. NBA, any given night, anything can happen. Sure. Almost every single time, the team that wants to win will win. And you got a player who just got traded to you, who's insanely good at hustle, and is a backup. That is literally the 3 things you need to go, I want to see this guy play more minutes. So what are you going to do? You're going to throw him out there and get him a ton of minutes when the game is already a blowout. When the Knicks are already up by 15 points, 20 points, 25 points. That's when Jose Alvarado is going to log a lot of minutes. He's also going to log minutes in the first quarter, second quarter. He's a good player. Yeah. But his minutes are going to go drastically up when the Knicks ever get into a blowout scenario. They're playing at home against an Indiana Pacers team that's trying to lose. This is a great play for Jose Alvarado. He's going to play a ton of minutes in this game. That's what I project. Now, one more time. These 3 plays, I took them over on Prizepicks. It's turning $100 into $600. Prizepicks is paying a 6x on 3-mans, and it's potentially the best place you'll ever get this kind of ROI. So I absolutely love Prizepicks for that specifically. And if you guys sign up on Chalkboard or on Prizepicks with code BAM, you'll get an entire month for free of my VIP picks. Now, that's all I got for the video. I appreciate you guys watching to the end, and let's make some money on NBA Tuesday.